Defense? Bro, just watch on the field, bro. Letting guys just sit there and just run down your throat. Just throw the football. I don't think so, bro. That's not me, bro.
Oh, that was a player of the week performance right there.
I don't think so, bro. Call defense? The guy just sit back and just say, just sit back? Really?
It's Madden NFL 24.
That's not me, bro.
Spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Browns and the Cards, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 20.
Oh, that defense? Oh, my life.
The Browns defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago. Throwing on first down is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone.
I don't want to go on this run down my motherfucker, bro. Fuck that.
The 22-yard line.
The ball was standing right there. They call that defense. Thank goodness.
Has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback.
Let bomb the stand right there and throw the ball. What do you mean, bro?
Anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Oh my goodness.
To the 15.
That's cool.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Definitely being lucky in them shoes, though.
And the Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position.
Nice block, man. That quarterback play with luck. That's it.
Murray now on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Elliott. And a short pickup here is a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. There's Murray. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. They'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins. 1st and 10. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Play fake. Murray.
Oh, you walked out, not picked up, take back to the house. What you mean, bro?
Saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. The AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just seems to be around the front.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Now they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Quick slant to Brown. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Some think the teams really want to throw a snap route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling? The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first.
Hey. Come back.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Murray now on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Murray going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now is Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before half for Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was or whatever the case. Not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down.
1 second left. Run it. Oh, you throw a Hail Mary. Shit. Because that's not going to work, bro. Hail Mary, bro. Hail Mary within, bro.
Back out onto the field. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I can't even move my controller. That's how much I'm throwing him, bro.
That's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense.
The guy's open. Hey, hold on.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Walker. His 5th. This defense just continues. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd, they'll look to throw. Sack. Anthony Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after
the
Fourth quarter, Chef. Fourth quarter.
The field. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. To throw, it's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Murray.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Finding Ertz here on the out route. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Anthony Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Anthony Walker, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense...
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
New notification. New messages. Press the PS button for details.
And the Cleveland defense back out onto the field.
Hey.
Murray now on 1st down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every...
New notification. New messages. Press the PS button for details.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lane. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it, and so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started. Please give me a party, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Never get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and this one features Marlon Humphrey, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Browns and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
Ravens. I gotta take it.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland. The Browns defense out to go to work here. Sensational a week ago in the victory. Right to the air is Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Taki in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That'll get a little bit back, give it 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Myles Garrett In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th.
Notification. New message from PlayStation. Press the PS button for details.
They said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. They'll start by running the option to the right, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Real quick. Middle. 13.
Jackson from the shotgun. In trouble, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense.
Hey, report.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Jackson. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner,
And the Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago. So this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, it's Edwards. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackle.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo.
It's on! Middle.
Jackson on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Hey.
Play action. Now Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
But, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've pitched the shutout here into the 4th quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now it's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down. Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Staying on it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback, no chance on that.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Jackson now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls.
Multiple game balls, we have that.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the black dude. Jack in my side, you gotta come and check in. After we get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. Just let the way you know you do it texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they sending on 3 like for the chain. That's competitive. Me making rainy young, like I'm weather the street. My neighbor we good. I'm addicted to free. You own me.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Steelers and the Browns coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the...
The Browns defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago.
Let's go now. 18 cards, 18 cards.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves.
The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Pressure comes and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Oh, man, injury.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They'll look for the stop here in the first quarter. He gets it up only to about the 17. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoop
A nose for the end zone.
How about that? Big time game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steeler this first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Pickett sets up play action. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line.
Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They've got the 3-0 advantage here this next. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Pickett. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Browns about ready to go now on defense. Their guys have the lead here in this first half, and they'll try to further the cause on there. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
The Cleveland defense back out onto the field. They'll play with a lead here to begin this third quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Off play action. Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a first and 10 coming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. I bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, it stopped him.
This one. You going to get keys?
Good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop something big to knock them out of their hands?
Third down throw, it misses the target, incomplete. That's what this Cleveland crowd, and dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating. Cleveland defense back out onto the field. First and 10, here's Pickett.
Oh my goodness, had a sack.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have done it 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
After motherfucking up, turn off his ball.
And that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators? They say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. Now a first down carry for Harris. Down about the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that would be incomplete.
A little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanking it on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend on, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't.
And the Cleveland defense back out on the field. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track. And they try to close this one out here in the 4th. Pickett now on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Browns about ready to go now on defense. They, you might remember, forced a safety last time they were.
They don't get broken by the tree by the snap. But people start looking
Pickett to throw on 1st down. And the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rodney McLeod in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Here comes 2nd down. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best.
Let's go.
That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, Second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the Cleveland defense back out onto the field. And this game is coming down to the wires. Now Pickett. And he can't get through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Pickett. Pass complete to Harris. And that not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage. The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require
but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was about as close to a shutout as you could get. I mean, barring a game where you only allow a safety, but this was the next best thing, just the field goal. That's all they gave up.
Yeah, and you know something, they're going to be disappointed because they gave up the field goal. But deep inside, somewhat satisfied as well, because you know how hard it is to keep people from scoring in this league. And the idea that you just gave up 3, yeah, your coaches will get on you. They'll say, we should have the shutout. But they also will be pretty satisfied with that type of a performance.
Well, I'm gonna get off for a few. I gotta make a run right quick. I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. I want some comments in the chat. Great defense. You know what I'm talking about. It's unbelievable. I'm Trey. Holla back at your boys. See y'all later.
Out tonight.